My name is Emma Rayposh. I'm a production design major here at SCAD. I have two concentrations. One is in lighting design, one is in theme parks and attractions. I have a minor in film and television and a minor in themed entertainment design. It was kind of weird how I got into lighting. I had to have an internship to graduate high school. And at the time it was 2021, COVID, so no one had internships. And I originally wanted to go into scenic design. And I had met my current professor, Ruth Hudson, here at SCAD on a SCAD day. So I emailed her, hey, do you know of anyone who has an internship? So I went to Orlando from outside of Philly, which is where I'm from, and I had no idea what I was getting into. They sent me a $15,000 lighting console to train on before I showed up. And my mentor, she's my current mentor now, but she was my proctor then. She said, here's a show file, have fun, program, whatever you want. And that's how I got into lighting. My favorite part personally about lighting is color. And it's just something central to all of my work. So as seen here, I use a lot of color in all of my work just to highlight different moods and everything. And part of my work in particular is that I like to challenge traditional notions about color use. In particular, like, I had this assignment for one of my classes. We had to make a photography piece about what ambitious lighting is, and instead of going like your traditional, like, oh my gosh, yellow, fun, happy, bright light, I chose more of like an orangey pink. I think that the energy overall of the lighting can evoke some sort of response in viewers. So, as I was talking about earlier, there's these theatrical moments that are really quiet and alone, and by using lower amounts of light, like say you're only using like two lights to fill the whole scene, it's more alone and impactful. And also the color you choose to use has a really big effect on your end results, because if you choose to use like this bright white light, it might not seem as impactful as if it's a sad or quiet moment. A blue light with, say, a gobo in it to shape the light a little bit more. The picture I showed earlier, actually, in that particular scene, it's just a few lights on the stage, and it's a blue light with a gobo in it, and it's one of the most quiet, saddest moments of the entire show. So by doing that, you affect the overall energy of the audience. Versus concert lighting, you want everyone to be happy and entertained, so you use a bunch of lights, make them really active. You have moving lights moving around all the time. You have these bright colors, these stark contrasts, which just give everyone energy in life. Currently, we are in the Light Lab in Crates Hall. It's in the basement where all of our lighting classes take place. In here, we have a lighting rig. We also have a lighting console, which helps communicate to the rig, and we also can program on here. We can change the lights to a different color via the color picker. These will tell us information about what channels are currently up and running. This is an ETC element console, so it's one of the many consoles we use for lighting. And basically, we input all of our data about dimmer, address control, whatever you basically need to inform the console of where the lights are, and we run a cable or we wirelessly connect to the lights, and we can control them via the board. There's keypads, there's faders, there's a keyboard down here, all help to control the lights. Something coming up in my life in regards to lighting that I'm both excited and nervous about is I have an internship this summer at Electronic Theater Controls. I'm going to their corporate office, and I'm going to be a product assurance specialist, which just means I'm testing all of the big fancy lights and the equipment. So anyone who has an issue with any of the lights, come to me. I run the program to see what's wrong and diagnose it, and I have to fix it. So more STEM related than actual like lighting for a photo shoot, but it's something that I'm interested in, and something that a lot of females don't get into is the networking side of things. So wireless control and DMX cable communication, MIDI communication, anything like that. It's something a lot of females don't get into. So I'm excited to actually get into that environment.